Polo to the flow though, you already know though. It's Adamville for real, you see ya, just take a photo. I'm reppin' that's on photo with a on your bro though, cause that Jodo thought that he could rob a player for some dodo. Oh no, I'm so Allen Temple, I'm so England Manor, I'm so Misty Valley.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Niners are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Seahawks team that will need to avoid those turnovers.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll try to run with Rawls. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Rolls. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal.
This drive started with first and goal. Now that it's fourth and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
First carry for Samaje Perine. Looking to find a lane line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here we go. Blue line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Beathard. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run again with Pirine, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's go. Detroit.
Here's Beathard to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go now.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Over. Detroit.
They'll throw here. Beathard. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And again, here's Pirine. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's caught. Lockett. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a toss. This is Rawls. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On third down, Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a carry for P-Ryan. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, here we go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
All right, now, look at 56.
To throw is Beathard. Trying to and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Jones across the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Second down, 9 yards to go. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air one out. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
It's P-Ryan to begin the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Here's Beathard to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Here's P-Ryan. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Slot man moves right. Back to throw Beathard. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Beathard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. To throw is Beathard. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And he is level. Knocked down hard. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. Wilson to give to Rolls. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really the offensive line not helping him much. The slot man in motion right. On second down, here's Wilson. Going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Robbins. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more after this. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again here. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They run with the power back. Rolls. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. They'll toss it out to Sims. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Tried to pop it outside, no luck. Are you okay with that call on first down from there?
I am if they believe in running the football, and that's who they are, and that's their identity. What you're worried about in this situation, running it here, now with the loss of yardage, because the defense has forced you back a little bit, it changes your play call, and I think you're committed to the pass from here on out.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives with your scheme. Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with pepperonI. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 2nd and 10 here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lucas. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Now look at 56. Look at 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Gets it to Strong. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he is knocked down from the side near the 42. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And look out, I think he's going to go. Past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Beathard to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up. Complete.
Allen Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Pirine. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on 1st down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They go again with Rawls. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. Beathard. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll throw here. Beathard. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. A toss play. Here's Pirine. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They toss to Pirine. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch him.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Graham's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect. It's difficult because you can't reach out and grab them. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robbins. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They give him a gain of 38.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Green, 39. Gone.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Beathard to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for the scores. 41 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
To throw is Beathard. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Over.
Halfback sent in motion.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. All right, now, lock it 56. Lock it.
Back to throw Beathard. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to be 49er football. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Patriot! No, Jack, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
To throw is Beathard. They still can't get him. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he's got some space here. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's going to score. Oh, my goodness, he returns it all the way.
Brought it all the way back.
This game is tied. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late fourth quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Throw. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hard